Hey fragrance friends, welcome to another video from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and not really review, but kind of first impression from most of these fragrances, except for one of them. One of them I've owned before and got rid of because I didn't like it at the time. But now that my olfactory experience has broadened, I think that I will like this fragrance again. And so I've got a box here from Gift Express, and they were courteous enough to give us a discount code for all of the Proverbs 27:9 fragrance subscribers and watchers. And so anytime you go to their website, you can use the code Proverbs 10 to get a 10% discount off their website. So these fragrances here, again, a couple of them first impressions, couple of them I've smelled before, but just doing a little frag haul here on some fragrances. And so that looks like a tester. That looks like it didn't come in a box. Don't know why. Here we got a Versace and a Calvin Klein. And so some classic older fragrances. We'll go ahead and do this one first. This one being the oldest of the lot. And I didn't know it didn't come in a box, but that's okay. This is from the house of Halston, and this is Z14. Z14. I've never smelled this fragrance, or I say that if I have, I don't remember, because I say that because my dad, who is pictured over here, let me turn the camera so you can see Dad there. That's him when he was graduating high school. Anyways, he was a door-to-door fragrance salesman, and he did have some Halston fragrances when I was young, but I don't remember what they are, and I don't remember what they smelled like. Best I can remember from looking at this is that this is maybe a woody fragrance. All right, so again, this is the classic bottle I think they've used from the beginning of time in their fragrances. And I can smell it in the air, and I'm liking what I'm smelling so far. So let's see. Okay. Sorry, I don't know if my camera messed up there or not, but anyways, battery's getting low. Hopefully it won't die. I'm going to tell you right now, I like this. I'm getting into more old school fragrances. This has a kind of an old school fougere quality to it. There is the smell of shaving foam kind of in there, but it has a real nice bright citrus top. There is some woods, some cypress or pine or something. There's kind of some woody notes in the base of it here, but definitely just a lot of citrus, a really nice citrus, and a really nice soapy lavender shaving foam kind of vibe. So golly, I mean, if you like Aramis, if you like Aramis Pour Homme, I think it's better. That's better than Aramis Pour Homme. If you like Stetson or any of the barbershop type fragrances, you should like this. It's better than I was saying Aramis. Yeah, it's way better than Aramis for my taste. Azzaro Pour Homme, I think it's better than that. I think it is better than, you know what, I had a vintage bottle of what is it? Not Acqua di Gio, Armani Eau Pour Homme. And I had a vintage bottle, which was supposed to be better than the current formulation. which is kind of their citrusy, aromatic barbershop type of fougere fragrance. This is better than it. This is blowing my mind. I did not think I would like this at all. I thought it would smell cheap and synthetic and, just not real good at all. This is Z14 from Halston. And if you want a really citrusy fresh, it's kind of like Eau Sauvage. So the citrus on the top is kind of like Eau Sauvage. And then in the background, you've got that Rive Gauche, Yves Saint Laurent, Rive Gauche kind of foamy smell to it. And in the base, you've got some real nice woods. Sandalwood, it's kind of creamy with a little, I don't know, cashmere or something like that. A little green, little cypress. Oh, wow. Man, I'm excited. That's the best first impression. That may be the best first impression I've ever had on one of my videos here. And again, sometimes when we have these ideas of fragrances and what they're going to smell like, most of the time I set myself up for disaster. And this is one of those fragrances. This is Lalique Pour Homme. This is the Lion. And I can't even get it out of the box here. It's just this tester box. We don't need it, so. Lalique Pour Homme. When first time I bought this, I had this idea of what it was going to smell like. And it was going to smell, I can't, it's hard to put my brain back in that spot, but, I was thinking that was going to smell one way and it just didn't. And so I didn't like it, but I'm glad I got it again because I do like it. This is a citrus aromatic as well. Real nice citrus on the top. This has like a little bit of herbal qualities to it. It's got some tarragon, I think, maybe. There's some sage. So there's definitely some aromatics working there. And this is a really good fragrance. But that just tells you the difference in this one I thought was going to smell like, I can't even remember what it was supposed to smell like at the time. Everybody was saying, Lalique Pour Homme, it's a great cheapie, get it, it smells like such and such. And I did, and then I didn't. It didn't smell to what I thought it was going to smell like, and so I didn't think I liked it. Well, my olfactory experience after having smelled hundreds and hundreds of fragrances, there's things I like now that are not just, when I first got started in this, all my experience was boiled down to was just, fresh blue fragrances, basically, Sauvage and, Profumo, Acqua di Gio Profumo and Mr. Burberry and things of that nature. And now I have all these different fragrances and I really like this, but golly, guys, I can't believe how good that smells and how nobody talks about it. I've not seen any big YouTuber say that this is a good fragrance. Okay, let's go on. Blue Jeans, this is one that I got for an upcoming video featuring where I'm reviewing the reviewers. I won't give any more away than that, but I've smelled this before. Again, it was early in my perfume, fragrance journey. So when I smelled it, I didn't like it. I smelled it at a Perfumes Mania, maybe, something like that, at a, big outlet mall. A lot of alcohol. Let me let this kind of dissipate for a minute. Right away, I think it smells better than I remember it smelling. Okay, yeah, just kind of a fresh, zesty, powdery, masculine, but done more in a modern way. But it's not modern bubblegummy sweet, anything like that. Synthetic-y. It's not super high quality, of course. But smells fine. Smells decent. Smells fine. Smells better than I remembered. Then the last one here is a classic, an old school. This is Obsession. This is another one that I remember my dad either having or selling. He sold a lot of, at the time they were not called clones. They were just designer imposters or, something of that nature. And I remember him having an Obsession, imposter fragrance. But I don't remember what this smells like. Seems like it's supposed to be an Oriental, I think. So vanilla, based around vanilla. See if I can find some skin I haven't sprayed right here on the wrist. Again, we're doing kind of old school fragrances today. Let that one kind of dissipate a little bit too. Obsession. Again, I started buying small bottles. I don't know what this one is. It's 1 ounce. If you have a large collection, I used to only buy 4.2 or 3.7 at the smallest, or I was looking for 200 mLs because I was wanting to get the most bang for my buck, If you only want 3 fragrances, do that. But if you're going to have 100 fragrances, you don't need more than 1 ounce, unless it's your signature scent. Okay, so this is unique. Cinnamon, vanilla, little leathery touch maybe. It's a slightly animalic. Definitely, I would say that this smells dated to me. A lot of times reviewers are reviewing a fragrance and they'll say, well, it smells classic but not dated. Well, this smells good, but it smells dated. And I think, when I smell this, I think of the late 80s. I don't have any of the notes pulled up on anything. All I can tell you is here I smell maybe a hint of some citrus. If there is any citrus, it's not like huge. But it's mainly, I smell cinnamon, I smell vanilla, and I smell an animalic note of either, I don't know if it's trying to be a leather accord or if it may just be civet or something like that, but there's a little bit of that urine-y, type of fragrance that you get with Aramis and you get with Kouros and things of that nature, Boucheron, Poiron. But it's not as strong, and so I like that better. But of all these, this is definitely the most dated smelling. Out of all of these, again, I liked this. Glad to have it back in my collection. Spicy, citrusy, aromatic, classy. It smells well blended. It smells like a good spring, summer. Probably even could be a signature scent, office scent. Classy, masculine. Not as dated smelling as Obsession. This to me is, again, smells fine, but probably the least interesting out of the bunch. But the banger here, golly, I can't believe it, guys. I had such low expectations for this. And I don't think I'm exaggerating. It smells great. I mean, it really does. It smells absolutely great. Now that it's drying down and those woods, yeah. I remember thinking it was supposed to be a really woody fragrance, but on that opening, that blast of citrus was fantastic. And it's still here, but the pine or it smells like several different trees, cypress, cedar, pine, juniper. I don't know what all is coming through, but it's really, really good. And when you talk about other real good woody fragrances, like if you're talking about something really expensive like Bottega Veneta Poiron Parfum, that's not the EDT, that's the Parfum. Or if you're talking about something cheaper like Jaguar for Men Privé, That's selling for like $200 a bottle. And I don't even know what I paid for this. I think it was $9. There's not much difference as far as quality. I mean, this one does smell a little higher quality, but I'll be honest with you, this was in my video as my Holy Grail, one of my Holy Grail fragrances, because I had a sample of this. I bought the EDT thinking they'd smell alike. They really didn't. This was so great. I finally found a decent buy on it from Australia. But I'm telling you right now, guys, if you like citrus, woody, aromatic fragrances, if you like fougères, soapy, barbershop fragrances with some, you know, real nice woody backbone to it, citrus top, barbershop mid, and a woody base, for 10, 15 bucks, blind buy that. If you hate it, give it to somebody. But I can't say enough good things about this. I'm blown away. All right. Guys, let me know what you think, especially if you own this one. If you own Z14 by Halston, let me know what you think about it. Comment on the rest of them too. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is anybody still wearing Obsession? Is anybody out there other than Jeremy Fragrance wearing Versace's blue jeans? Lalique, Pour On, The Line. How do you think it stacks up against, you know, some of their other fragrances? Let us know what you think. All right, guys, make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button. Till we see you down the road, we say frag on, frag fam.